This is Audible. Storm Unleashed, Quantum Touch. Written by Michael R. Stern. Narrated by John Teal.
At H hour, 10:30 p.m., the buses unloaded. Through the doors came supplies, medical equipment, and soldiers. "Colonel, are you expecting trouble?" Fritz asked. The president sounded worried. He was adamant. He said all had agreed, but there's too little protection. Only a handful of agents. Our only intel is from the AWACS plane overhead. "Have you got maps?" asked Fritz. "Here's an aerial of the site," said the colonel, pointing. "We marked potential hotspots where someone could hide. One well-placed rocket grenade, and we'd have a world war." He pointed to the photo. "You have 4 spots picked out," asked Fritz. "Do you have more copies?" "Jane has them." A soldier poked his head out from a conference room and shouted for the colonel. "Sir, they've spotted activity on the monitor." Fritz shouted the mission might have to start early, that something was definitely happening. "Fritz, we need to go, now." The AWACS picked up what appears to be infiltration. "Come look." Blocked from view on the ground by sand dunes, dark specks on white sand moved towards the leaders exiting a large helicopter. TV cameramen set up their hookups. Whatever was about to happen would be captured. Live. "Can we call them?" asked Fritz. No reception anywhere nearby. "Colonel, how about the Israelis?" asked Fritz. 10 miles away. Dolan said, "Colonel, the intruders have cover until the last 300 yards. They're within range now. About 1,000 yards out, sir." How much time do we have?" Fritz asked again. "They're coming slowly. Maybe 10 minutes until they're in the open." The colonel told the comms team to contact the AWACS and tell them to notify the Israelis that a ground attack was possible. He asked someone to get General Beach on the phone. Fritz ran into his classroom with the colonel and Jane. Fritz asked where to go, placed the paperclip, and drew a pencil outline. He asked if it wouldn't be better to bring the leaders and any others back through the portal instead of sending soldiers in. Colonel Mitchell said, "We may have to. The attackers know they're close enough." "Colonel, my group will go first," Jane said. "I'll try to hold them off. Let's go." Activity swirled around Fritz as Major Barclay and her team lined up. He yanked the door open. 15 feet inside the entrance, running across sand, Major Barclay directed the soldiers, telling them to spread out and move forward. A series of 20-foot-tall dunes rose in front of the advancing Americans. A large wall of sand blocked the view of the Mediterranean. On the seaward side, a cave-like hole had been dug and the opening carefully covered by a matching tarpaulin. Adhesive had been sprayed on one side and sand thrown onto it. Perfect cover. Facing the ceremony at the other end of the hole, the sniper had dug an opening, sighted his rifle, and waited.